It's a fine March day. I want to show you what Project Daffodil looks like at its peak. If you don't know about Project Daffodil, it's my attempt to have daffodils everywhere I look, every time I look out of my windows. I'm succeeding. This is a ring of daffodils that I've been developing over the last couple years. This year, I was able to plant them another row out and get them all the way over to this side. Now they will be succeeded by blackberry lilies that are here, and they'll be coming up all over here. So before, this had really nothing in the spring. Here's a little double row of daffodils that I planted a few years ago. I'll probably come in and expand this a little bit more, but we still have to figure out how we're going to do our kitchen extension. If you look out in the distance, you'll see all sorts of daffodils. Just behind the kitchen, I look out on my kitchen and I see this beautiful cherry tree ringed by daffodils. And here, more daffodils in a spring garden. This will become a beautiful summer garden as well, but this is where the old maple tree used to be. But you can kind of see I have daffodils planted also way in the distance. Right now I'm on the south side of my house, and you can see daffodils, daffodils, daffodils blooming everywhere out there. And this is the grouping of daffodils that I've been putting in that borders my garlic bed here. They are so, so pretty. I have daffodils everywhere. Aren't they just the happiest flowers in the whole wide world? Down at this old ancient tree, I have planted daffodils all along the side. This was a jumble of grapevines and paradise trees and all kinds of stuff, wild grapes. And I basically uncovered it all so that I could get these, my great-grandmother's lilies growing. And then the next year, I just started planting daffodils here. These are new ones that I planted this past year, so they are not as filled out. Right, these are the ancient daffodils. Now these are the first to come out, and they are starting to fade. These were planted by my great-grandmother. They are super, super delicate and very sweet smelling daffodils. See? There's a whole bunch of them, and they're starting to naturalize far away from where they're planted. You can see the clumps of them. All right, let's go find more daffodils. What we call my mom's garden, put in by my brother-in-law to help honor and remember my mom. And these are just now starting to bloom. These are the last ones to bloom. So they are starting to come along. And over here is a little clump that I started planting a couple of years ago. I just like having them pop up everywhere. You can see up towards the house, more daffodils. Every fall I buy a couple hundred daffodils and I just put them in everywhere. Like underneath this myrtle plant. There's a whole bunch down here. A lot of these I just planted. And then here is my spring garden in the front yard. This is what I call Dad's garden. And it is full of daffodils. My dad and I both are born in March, so daffodils are kind of a great, wonderful birthday time. And on the northwest side of my driveway, yet another ring of daffodils and spring things coming up. So beautiful. I love this time of year because the deciduous magnolias are coming into bloom. Early flowers. Here are more of the ancient daffodils planted by my great-grandmother down at the fence line. This little sourwood tree that I planted, I've put a few daffodils around. I got to put more daffodils in there this fall. Reminder to myself. Here's yet another little ring of daffodils. And another clump here with some gorgeous forsythia behind. This is the northwest corner of my garden. I totally love this little ring of daffodils planted around this old locust stump. It's very nice and pretty. Oh, look at these, are unusual. With the orange center. Lovely little daffodil. This little guy is very happily hanging out on this daffodil, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. I have planted a bunch along this fence. You know, you do 25 one year, 25 the next. Pretty soon you've got a nice little row of daffs. Here's a few more, not yet blooming. And then a few more. So plant yourself some daffodils, or plant yourself something that is beautiful and brings you happiness. You'll never, ever, ever regret it. You can never have too many daffodils.